Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'm sorry about the camera angle. Anyway, today we're going to be pruning some of my pre-bonsai, and I've decided to do the birch trees. So I've got 3 big birches and a set of 4 in a clump. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'm not sure if you like these videos, if you find them interesting or relaxing or boring, but I'm going to try not to cut too much out. So it'll be pruning these trees. May not be exactly fun for everyone, so be warned. But anyway, if you want to join me today, that would be great. I'll see you in a second, and I'll go grab a tree. Oh my goodness. So this is the birches. This is the little, the 4 I had planted in a little clump in this big pot. Believe it or not, they were seedlings last year. They're coming into their 2nd year now. Okay, so to start with, I'll just spin it around, give you a little look, and have a little look at the trees. So they're all growing quite nicely in there. There's one which is a lot smaller. This one, it's kind of swamped out a bit now by the rest of them, but I mean they're still doing okay. So I'll probably clear around that a little bit, anything that's grown into it, and then I'll just take the tops off to encourage it to bush out more, and hopefully it'll all fill in nicely. So there's bits growing through which we'll just remove as well. So I'll go grab my secateurs and we'll make a start on that. Okay, so I'll try not to block your view. I can't really stand anywhere else. I need to sort out the greenhouse a bit. It's getting a bit of a mess in here. So to begin with, I'm going to just prune it into sort of like a triangle cone shape. So I'm going to be more severe on the top growth than I am on the bottom growth. Some bits of the bottom I won't even prune. I'll just control all the vigour at the top, and hopefully it will grow out sideways. So all I do down here is take the tips out, and as I go in I'll just come up in sort of like a triangle, trying to make sure I leave a active bud. You can see there's buds on here which are active, so I kind of try and leave them growing and pointing outwards. So now I'll just go around and do the same thing all around. Okay, so I've been doing this birch, and I'm just trying to clear the branches and make it so you can see that there's 4 trees there. I haven't really decided the front yet. I think there's no other way to not block that little tree is to have that at the front somewhere like that. So I'm just going to work with that as a front for now, and then just try and clear out a bit. I'm not going to really remove anything, I'm just trimming stuff back. Hopefully you can see what I'm up to. I'm not very good with these camera angles. I'll zoom you in a little bit. It's quite hard to see the individual trees, but I'm trying to prune them in a way that each tree's still like a tree, rather than if I just cut out a triangle, some of them wouldn't have any other branches, some would have loads on one side. So I quite like that tree at the moment actually. So you know, there's quite a lot at the top here. Probably leave most of it and decide later on. And that middle tree think I've done that one. That one's not so bad. I'll just take off that bit growing up there. I think that's all done. So it looks alright for now, and it will only continue growing and getting better, hopefully. So I haven't removed overly amount, but so we've got a fair amount of foliage off of that. So I'll go put this one back. Actually that pot's quite light, even though it's been raining. Some might need a water when it stops raining, if it dries out anymore. So I'll go put that back and we'll grab another one. Okay, so I've got another birch. Hopefully you can see, yep, just about. So this is a birch, I'm not sure what type of birch. I've collected seeds and planted some. I had the red birch, I had silver birch, and probably like downy birch or other birches. And I've sowed the seeds and I've muddled them all up, so I think it's just a standard sort of silver birch. I don't think it's the Chinese red birch. I'm hoping that some of them will be that, because that's a bit of a rarer tree. So anyway, I'm going to prune this back a bit. I'm not really sure what sort of shape or design I'm going for. It's just like a twin trunk. First I'm going to give it a little spin round and try and decide which angle I like the most. Got these two, it's a bit like an umbrella shape, but it's quite nice really. I quite like it. Thinking maybe something like that. Try and line you up with what I'm looking at. Like that sort of thing. That's quite nice, with it kind of leaning back and across, kind of straightening itself back up type thing. So I'm going to prune it back now, and I don't want any of this top growth, so I need to prune back some of these branches quite severely, I think. So this one I'm going to cut back to just to this branch here, this little one. And then this one at the back, I'm going to cut back as well to about there. And I'll just cut back the other ones. And we'll just leave the new buds underneath and actually get rid of most of the top of it. And there's a couple on the inside which might need to come off as well. So I'm going to take that one off. And that one kind of grows up through the middle, so I'll leave a bit of it growing out that way. And then it might, like, we could change the direction of where it was growing. I'm going to cut back this bit. And these two back bits here as well. I can't really see what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep the front angle on so that it doesn't get confusing. But I'm just cutting all back, trying to get it a bit of a nicer shape. So these back ones will come back as well. Hopefully you can see I'm not blocking the view. And I'll just trim the long bits as well. And I'll leave that branch there for now, because that might be quite interesting, having another one coming down there. So it's not too bad a shape now. Obviously we're going to grow loads of new branches now, so we've got the structure a bit better, I think, anyway. So kind of like that, I think. Here's a good front for it. So that's that one done. I'll go grab another one. Okay, so looks like I'm just going to be doing the birches today. So this is another birch. I'm not really sure what to do with this one. It's got a weird trunk and quite a nice shape to it. I've just kind of been letting it grow, but I think it's a bit too tall at the moment, so I need to probably cut the top down. Got two leader type things there, or two thick branches at the top. I definitely think I only need one. So I'm trying to decide which one to keep. I'm thinking this back one, because it would continue the sort of shape of it, and that one just goes up straight. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that off. There we go. And then it splits again up here. So what I think I'll probably do is actually just bring that back, because I want it to split further down, and just leave that for now. Hopefully that'll take over as the leader. And then I'm just going to cut back this one, just so it doesn't overtake that branch. Or maybe even that one will be the leader. Maybe I'll just take it back to there. Then that one can go up. These ones I'll just cut back a bit for now. And we'll use them as like little pad things in the future. Yeah, I'm trying to leave either a new branch, or at least a bud which I can see is ready to go. There's a weird little bit coming off there. Get rid of that. And these little ones I'll just leave. Take off that dead bit. Another little tiny stump. Not sure what that is. I think it's just mud on the trunk there. I thought something had damaged it and it had been bleeding sap, but it's just compost on mud. I'm going to try and trim that a little bit. Actually, I'll leave that for now, because it's healing over quite nicely anyway. Hopefully you can see me. So that's the shape now. I've got a little rose growing in there as well. So I'll leave that. So that's that one done. I'll just give you a better look at that tree. And look at the little rose. That's just a wild rose growing in there. I'll leave it for now, I might dig it out at some point. So that's the tree at the moment. Not really much to it, but I'm hoping more branches will grow out. Well, I'm sure they will further down. And I haven't even decided the front, but actually kind of like there for now. Got that weird zigzag in that branch, which you can see better from that side, but yeah, I just don't like the trunk as much from that side. Maybe at an angle like that. Oh, I don't know. Stick with that for now. Let me know what you think anyway. I'm not sure if I'm going to do another one. I might do. So I'll either see you in a minute or not. Okay, so I figured I might as well do the last of the big birches. So that's another one of the birches there. It's got quite a nice, interesting trunk. Goes up and then goes around like that. Yeah, the top's not great because I haven't really done much to this. This was another seedling that I've pulled up, I think. And I think I've had this about 2 years. And all I've done is cut things back. So I'm going to prune it back today. And be quite severe because I'm going to prune it back to a nice trunk line and not really worry too much about the branches. So yeah, I'm not sure which way to go, whether to make it like an umbrella one, which I might do. So I'm just going to cut these back and I'll take out that one there, which is going up the inside. Or I'll cut it right back at least. These ones at the top here are getting a bit long. There's a bit of a long gap there before it divides again. So unfortunately that's all going to have to go. I'll leave an active bud there. I don't know if you can see, but you can tell when they're just about to grow. And failing that, I'll just leave one which has already started growing, depending on the time when you're cutting it back. So I'll cut this one right back. And we've got this one dangling off down here. Not too sure about that, but I might leave it for now. I might just take out the underneath bit. Yeah, I'll leave that. So I'm kind of working with this as the front. Yeah, I should have given you a little look round before I started, but we'll do it now. We haven't removed too much. So that's quite a nice front, I think. Let's see what it looks like on the camera. Anyway, I'm open to your opinions as well. Oh, that's quite nice. Out there. I think I prefer that, so I'm going to go with that. I think that's what I had it as a minute ago. Yeah, because I removed that branch from there. Okay, so these ones, all I'm going to do at the moment is cut everything back. So these long ones right back, making sure I leave at least one set of leaves or a bud. This one kind of grows up funny here, but then it does divide up there. So anything that's grown underneath I'm just going to take off. A little one in there. And then I'll cut that one back. And we'll leave that because it's like another tier to it. Get rid of some of these yellow leaves. I think they just go yellow due to lack of light underneath there. Cut this one back as well. That's kind of that half of the tree done. Bit of a funny branch going through the inside there. But it is the only branch on that bit. So I might leave it just for now. I'll take this one off all the way back to there. That one can come out all together. Ooh. Cut that one back. And I will cut this one back as well, just deciding where to go. I think I'll just go to there. And I'm just going to take that branch off, I think. I was going to leave it a bit just to see what happened, but I don't think it's necessary there. Another yellow leaf up there. And then I think that's that one done. Bit unusual at the moment, but I'll let it fill out a bit. Hopefully we'll get more stuff growing up the middle and then we can start shaping it. So I think that's probably all that I'm going to do today. So we've done the 4 big birches, well 3 big birches and the little clump of 4 little birches. So they're all pruned back, cut back, and we'll see what happens. I've done it quite early in the season, so we've got all this life just is going to burst out now. We're just coming into summer, so I'm just going to leave it until autumn. So sometimes you do 2 prunings, but I'm just going to let it grow now. I'm going to resist pruning again these birches until autumn, so I'll get back to you on these in the autumn and we'll see how they grow. Okay, so that's the 4 birches there, or 3 birches and the clump of birches. That's all that came off of them. So I was quite severe, that's quite a lot really, but I'm sure they'll be perfectly fine, they'll bounce back. And like I said, try not to prune them again this year. And we'll see how that little rose does in there as well. But let me know what you think anyway guys, I think they're quite nice. I'm not a bonsai expert by any means. These are just in big flower pots, so they're like pre-bonsai at the moment. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on them. Thanks for watching. Okay everyone, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope it wasn't too long and boring for you. But anyway, if you really like this sort of thing, leave a comment below. Any ideas for the shapes of the trees and stuff, also leave a comment below, that'd be great, thank you. And I'll see you on the next one. Hope you're all good, see you later.